It's BJP versus the Congress in Jammu. In fact, BJP's Jugal Kishore versus Congress's party's Raman Bhalla. Now in Jammu, the BJP's Jugal Kishore Sharma eyes a third term after the delimitation of the Jammu seat. The Muslim-dominated Poonch Rajouri have been removed from the Jammu seat. Now Congress calls the poll a referendum on Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir.
Jammu is bracing for the second phase of parliament elections, and political parties are making every possible effort to woo voters. BJP's Jugal Kishore Sharma is seeking third term. His main rival is Congress party's Raman Bhalla.
BJP fighting to retain its Jammu bastion. Ahead of polling on Friday, the party is pulling out all the stops to woo voters and ensure a hat-trick from the city of temples. Delimitation in Jammu and Kashmir has substantially changed the complexion of Jammu parliamentary seat. Muslim regions of Poonch and Rajouri were removed and added to Anantnag seat of South Kashmir. BJP candidate Jugal Kishore Sharma appears confident of overcoming anti-incumbency.
प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ स्वयं आए, उसने कैंपेनिंग की, उधमपुर में रैली की और उसने एक अहम बड़ी बात कही कि जो जम्मू कश्मीर का जो स्टेटहुड है वो रिस्टोर किया जाएगा, इलेक्शन भी होंगे। क्या वो अब मुद्दा है कि स्टेट भी रिस्टोर होगा, इलेक्शन भी होंगे 370 के बाद?
नहीं, ये मुद्दा नहीं है। मुद्दा है देश के लिए जो पिछले 10 वर्षों में देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी ने कार्य किए हैं, जो देश का विकास किया और जम्मू कश्मीर की बेहतरी के लिए जो कदम उठाए हैं। आप जहां भी निकलेंगे आप देखेंगे जम्मू कश्मीर बदला हुआ नजर आता है। और जहां रोड्स हैं, जिस रोड्स पर आप चल रहे हैं, दूर दराज का क्षेत्र है, मड़ विधानसभा है, जहां के हमारे चौधरी सुखनंदन पूर्व विधायक और मंत्री हैं। लेकिन आपने देखा होगा कि इनको कहे रोड पर नजर डालें अपना कैमरा, तो इस क्षेत्र से भी जाएंगे रोड नहीं मिलेगा। लोगों को जल जीवन मिशन के माध्यम से हर घर नालों नल में जल मिल रहा है, रहने के लिए पक्का मकान मिल रहा है। आप कहीं चलें, देखें, नजर दौड़ाएं, इस क्षेत्र में कहीं आपको कच्चा मकान जो है वो नहीं मिलेगा। बीमारी का इलाज करने के लिए 5 लाख तक का इंश्योरेंस वो जो मोदी कार्ड मिल रहा है, और किसानों को किसान निधि का 6,000 भी मिल रहा है। IIT, IIM, एम्स, ये सारी चीजें जम्मू में मिली हैं, फ्लाईओवर मिले हैं, नेशनल हाईवे मिले हैं। तो लोग खुश हैं जम्मू कश्मीर के, और जो हमने सेवाएं दी हैं नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी के सहयोग से, उससे भी लोग खुश हैं।
The Congress says the election is a referendum on whether people have accepted the changes in Jammu and Kashmir after scrapping of Article 370 and stripping Jammu and Kashmir of its statehood. Raman Bhalla, working president of the Congress in Jammu and Kashmir and the party's candidate for Jammu seat, says in every public meeting that job and land protection laws in Jammu and Kashmir have been scrapped and the region is now up for grabs for outsiders. He also blames the BJP for the opening of a large number of liquor shops in Jammu.
अब जम्मू कश्मीर में रोजगार कहीं नहीं। 2014 के बाद रिक्रूटमेंट स्कैम आए, रोजगार कहीं नहीं। 3500 स्कूल इन लोगों ने बंद कर दिए। 35 किलो राशन की जो स्केल थी वो भी बंद कर दी। राशन डिपो में चीनी गायब कर दी, कैरोसिन ऑयल गायब कर दिया। ओल्ड एज पेंशन जो है बुजुर्गों की, वो पेंशन बंद हो गई। विधवाओं की पेंशन नहीं मिल रही। अब कैजुअल लेबर को ये रेगुलराइज नहीं कर पे, लोग जाएंगे कहाँ पे? हर एम्प्लॉयजम जो है वो सड़कों में परेशान यहाँ पे है। तानाशाही की हुकूमत यहाँ पे है। और शराब, मंदिरों का शहर को तो शराब की दुकानों में तब्दील कर दिया। तो भाजपा जो कल तक बड़े खोखले नारे देती थी, जम्मू 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 मंदिरों का शहर, आज शराबों के शहर में कोई पैरामीटर नहीं है, सुनवाई कहीं नहीं।
On the ground, issues related to Kisan and Jawans seem to be dominating public opinion. Bhupinder Singh, an ex-serviceman, says he voted for the BJP in last elections, but with the Agniveer scheme, he is worried about the future of his son.
अग्निवीर जो 4 साल करेगा ना, वो नौजवान बेरोजगार होएगा। उसको 4 साल बाद में कहाँ लेबर का काम करेगा, कहाँ जाएगा? ये चीज सरकार ने सोचना है।
जो कहते हैं कि खाद काफी महंगी है, क्या
बिल्कुल बहुत ज्यादा रेट बढ़े हैं। इन्होंने बेड भी काम कर दिए। मान लो फैक्ट्री वाला रेट बढ़ाता है तो कभी रेट नहीं बढ़ाएगा, 5 किलो तोड़ेगा, बेड कम कर देगा, वो भी हमें लॉस होता है।
Jammu seat spread over Jammu, Riasi, Samba and parts of Rajouri districts has nearly 18 lakh voters. While 22 candidates are in the fray, the main contest is between the BJP and the Congress.
Jammu has been a traditional stronghold of BJP and it is Prime Minister's popularity and nationalism card. The party is hoping to win this seat for the third time. But given the change post-abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, the Congress say that they will breach the BJP fortress and makes this election as a referendum. In Jammu, Nazir Masoodi, for NDTV.
Meanwhile, in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, the chief minister, has cried conspiracy and has leveled the charge on the BJP. She has said that there is a conspiracy to kill Abhishek Banerjee, her nephew. In fact, the chief minister remarked after a man was held for recce at TMC MP's residence. He was a suspect linked to 2611 accused David Coleman Headley, the man arrested for recce at Abhishek Banerjee's residence. Mamata Banerjee hints at political conspiracy. She has said the BJP is trying to kill those who oppose them. Just to get a reaction from the opposition, the BJP, on this, let me bring in K.R. Ghosh, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Ms. Ghosh, the Chief Minister says that, all right, before, in fact, I get your reaction, let's just play out this reaction from Mamata Banerjee.
বোমা ফাটাবো আরে বোমা ফাটিয়ে মমতা ব্যানার্জির উপর রাগ হয়তো মেরে দেয় অভিষেককেও তো খুন করতে গেছিলি ধরে ফেলেছিলাম আমরা কিভাবে করেছিলি তার বাড়ি পর্যন্ত রেকি করেছে ফেস টাইমে ফোন করেছে आपका साथ बात करने चाहती हूँ বলে সময় দিলেই গুলি করে দিয়ে পালিয়ে যেত এরা চায় যারা ওদের বিরুদ্ধে কথা বলে তাদের মেরে দাও
All right, Ms. Ghosh, you must have heard this statement by Mamata Banerjee. What is the BJP's reaction to these allegations that he has leveled, that it's a conspiracy to, in fact, eliminate, the people, those who are opposing the BJP?
See, firstly, my humble question to Mamata Banerjee would be, who is the Home Minister of West Bengal? It is Mamata Banerjee herself. It is a gross failure if such case has actually occurred. So it's a gross failure on her part because she fails to provide security to her own party, number two, her own nephew. Then what about the remaining people of the state? What about us? There have been so many people since 2018, more than 200 Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party have been killed by TMC goons. And Mamata Banerjee, even after the horrific post-poll violence we witnessed after 2021 assembly polls, she said it was just nothing, one or two stray incidents might have occurred. So entire fault is hers if she fails to provide security to Abhishek Banerjee and to the Trinamool General Secretary. So every time the same script, every time the same words. I think this people of Bengal, they have become tired and they know they want to fight it out on ground. BJP wants to fight it on ground. Democratically, we will defeat Mamata Banerjee and the corrupt TMC together. We don't have to take all these unfair means that we don't believe in such violence. It is TMC who resorts to violence still today also. If you send your representatives across Bengal, you will see that somewhere or the other, either TMC, they are stopping our candidates, they are hurling go back slogans, they are threatening our workers. So this is TMC's job. Violence is essentially TMC's job, not BJP's.
All right, thank you, Ms. Ghosh, for your reaction to what the Chief Minister of West Bengal has said. Moving on now to an important story. In fact, the Bombay High Court, in a significant order today, said on the defaulters, those who do not repay their loans, that public banks cannot issue lookout circulars. The High Court said there is no power in law for the public banks to issue LOCs. The High Court order would render such bank LOCs redundant. The High Court also said it won't impact orders by the tribunals or the courts. Lookout circulars stop person from leaving the country. Now, this is a significant order that the High Court has in fact given. and has said that they do not have the power in law to issue lookout notices against any defaulter. The High Court's verdict would, now the bench has said that the Bureau of Immigration shall not act upon such LOCs issued by the banks. The court also said its judgment would not affect the orders issued against any defaulter by a tribunal or a criminal court restraining them from traveling abroad. To understand the significance legally as far as this order is concerned, let me bring in Mr. Ashutosh Srivastava, Advocate, Supreme Court. Thank you, Mr. Srivastava, for joining us. Just to understand, in simple terms, how will this order impact as far as the legal process is concerned? And what was the process before? Could, let's say, any XYZ bank against any person, what was the process? They could, simply issue an LOC and that will be, in fact, honored by the Immigration Bureau. What was the process and how it changes now?
See, the chairpersons of the public sector banks were given certain powers, by the office memorandum, by which they had the powers that if anybody has defaulted in the loan repayment to the bank, so the bank could have written it to the Bureau of Immigration for the issuance of LOC, that is lookout circular against that person. And that person could not fly there after once this LOC was issued by the concerned immigration department. So that was the thing. But now when the matter came up before the Bombay High Court, it analyzed everything and said that though the office memorandum is not ultra vires the constitution, but at the same time, the powers given to the chairpersons of these public sector banks are arbitrary in nature, and it is a kind of power which is not allowed in the law. So this is how they pass the judgment. So now hereafter, if the bank has to, stop someone from traveling, away from India who has defaulted in the repayment of loan, then they will have to approach the competent court, and then the competent court will look whether there is a requirement of the issuance of LOC. And if it is so, then the court will pass an order and it will make the directions to the Bureau of Immigration for the issuance of LOC. So now the court process will have to be followed by the banks. They cannot have the powers directly to issue LOC through the immigration department. I think, however, it is open to the public sector banks also. Maybe they may challenge this before the Supreme Court. That all depends on them. So this is what is the basic idea behind this order. So it is basically, it also speaks about, Article 21 of the Constitution, which gives certain liberties to the citizens of this country.
Okay.
So the court today was of the view that these rights cannot be snatched away from the citizens if they have made any default in their loan repayments.
Right.
Actually, this issue came up with the for the government sometime back in 2018, and also before, when many of the people who were defaulting heavy loan payments to the public sector banks and they were going abroad. So this rule came up. However, this has been now struck down by the High Court today, by the division bench.
Sir, for joining us and putting out the legal position as it stands on the day today after this order. Moving on now, ladies and gentlemen, rain lashes several parts of Delhi NCR. This is, the rain also brings a lot of respite for people of Delhi, those who have been facing heat. These are visuals of just a short while back, in fact, when it was raining. In fact, it was raining quite heavily in some parts of the city. So if you are on your way back from your office in the national capital, there might be some parts which will be traffic jammed because of these rains as well. With that, we are slipping into a very short break. News and updates on the other side. Stay tuned.